Welcome all of you again. In the previous lecture, I have discussed about the concave mirror, and there the image construction using the concave mirror is completed. Now, I am drawing the image formation in convex mirror, and I have discussed in previous lectures what are the rules of drawing the image in case of convex mirror. I am just following this now. Okay, so it is a convex mirror, and you know that in case of convex mirror there are two sections. One is in between infinity and the pole, and another is at infinity. Principal axis, pole of the mirror. X prime is the principal axis, O is the pole of the mirror. C is the center of curvature. In between the O and C there is focus. In between O and C there is focus. So if I follow the rules and if I place at first the first section, that is the image is placed, object is placed at infinity. If I place the object is somewhere at infinity, then obviously the parallel light rays will come. Obviously the parallel light rays will come. If the parallel light rays incident on the mirror, incident on the convex mirror, after reflection, the rays will appear to diverge from the focus. The rays will appear to diverge from the focus. Okay, so the image will be formed at the focus. Okay, image is formed behind the mirror. It will be appear to diverge from the focus. So the image is virtual. It is confirmed that it is virtual. Okay, but if I made the oblique rays incident on this convex mirror, then we get a better result and better understanding, and we get another two characteristics of the image. Okay, if the light rays falls on the mirror obliquely, if the light ray falls on the mirror obliquely, that is by making a certain, maybe a very small angle with the principal axis, then the light rays will meet somewhere at any point on the focal plane. So we have drawn, this is the focal plane, the plane which is perpendicular to that of the principal axis and passing through the focus. So say this light is appear to diverge from that particular point on the focal plane. From that particular point on the focal plane, then we can say this is the image. Okay, so what is the characteristic of the image? One by one we will write down. Where it is situated? Number one, it is situated at the focus. Since the focus of the convex mirror is behind the mirror, but it is formed at the focus. Point number two, it is erect or inverted. If I consider the object is somehow like this, obviously it is inverted. So you can say it is inverted. Next, is it real or virtual? You tell me. It is behind the mirror. The rays are not actually intersecting or meeting at that point where the image is formed. So the image should be virtual. Now just consider the size of the image. Object is placed at somewhere infinity and it is of large size, of large dimension. That's why the parallel beam of light rays are coming from the object. When it is incident on the mirror and after incident this image is formed. So the image size is considered to be very small compared to that of the object. So you can say the image is diminished or smaller size than that of the object, or you can say less magnified. So these are the characteristics of the image if the object is placed at infinity in front of a convex mirror, or if the convex mirror want to make the image, or if you want to try to find out the image of an object which is placed at infinity by using a convex mirror. Just see, it is a convex mirror. Now the object is placed in between the infinity and the pole. If it is placed in between the infinity and the pole, it will be somewhere like this, capital P and capital Q. The light ray coming from the point P parallel to that of the principal axis, incident on the mirror, and after reflection it will be appear to diverge from any point, and that particular point is the focus. It will appear to diverge from the focus. Next is that another ray incident on the mirror normally. So obviously if we connect these things, it will try to approach the center of curvature or C. Okay, it will try to approach the center of curvature or C, and it incident on the mirror normally. So you can say it retraces its path. If we extend this to reflected rays, this reflected ray and this reflected ray, here we have extended already, and they will meet somewhere here. Okay, the rays are not actually meeting, but the extension of the reflected rays are meet here, and this point is called the small p, where small p is the virtual image of capital P, since the rays are not actually meeting there. If I draw a perpendicular from small p on the principal axis, then you will get, it will intersect at the point small q. So small pq is the image of capital PQ. So if I try to write down the characteristics of it, then number 1, it is real or virtual? It is virtual. Okay, it is virtual because the rays are not actually meet behind the mirror, and we can obtain this image, we can by extending the reflected rays behind the mirror. So it is obviously virtual, and the images appear to diverge from that point. We cannot take it on the screen, we cannot touch it. The next is where the image is situated. The image is situated behind the mirror, okay, in between O and F. So you can say behind the mirror. Next is that where the image is erect or inverted. Obviously, the side of the object is placed on that side, the image is placed or formed on that particular side. The side is not changed, so you can say the image is erect. Now just look at the size of the image, and it is clear from the diagram, it is smaller in size that compared to that of the object. Okay, so we can say the image is diminished, or we can say less magnified. So this is the characteristics of the image formed in case of convex mirror. Now I want to remind you, by using the concave mirror, if I place the object in between the focus and the pole, we also get the virtual image behind the concave mirror, but that image is magnified. Basically, these things also help you to understand which type of mirror it is. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.